Okay, I'll explain you the picture, which is the poster of this video, right? So what we are taught that like there's only physical realm, all right, and we're like walking on the face of the earth, and just just physical objects. It's a bunch of BS, all right, taught for us by exactly those individuals, old farts depicted on the video, all right. And I'll explain you why they are holding the boy there, all right? Or what they're doing, all right? So actually, so as I explained like previously, we have the physical realm, okay, and we have hearts. Hearts can, kind of pick up signal or be invaded by the signals of different entities, okay, demonic or can be godly, okay, like Wi-Fi, okay, and it's like becomes broadcasted into the person, into the human being, okay, and when it is from uh, the Father, from the Holy Trinity, it is a Christian, right? It is a human, because it's Christ. It's the seedings, the Holy Spirit are the seedings of the true human, okay? The one who created human beings as his suits at minimum, all right? But at maximum, what actually Christianity states, the human body is to be deified, right? And so the human bodies are stolen by those entities, okay? And Christ came to release them, okay? Because when a person gets baptized, okay, that signal gets broken and Christ prevails and baptizes a person, makes him a new creation, makes him to have a heart of flesh, right? That's what happens. And there are individuals, for millennia who are against what Christ have come to do, okay? They want pagan world to continue. They want these entities they are in cahoots with to rule the territories for them, right? So what happens? What is in that picture? Okay, I'll explain. So see, this is the person's body. This is a newly baptized person, okay? He has that heart of flesh, and he is receiving right now from Christ, because he's been cleansed, washed with the blood of Christ and the Holy Spirit, and now the new nature, all right? He receives the new nature, like I depicted it as a man, all right, like with arms and legs, all right. So, and this new nature connects with the person. Okay, so this is the normal process, and finally this new nature occupies all the that invisible body of a human, okay. And this is a parasite, meaning a mason or a any other warlock or witch doctor, and he has a demonic entity upon his head or not necessarily upon his head, okay, because there is a question: if those people we see in the picture have heart of flesh, and they are just, I don't know how it's possible, because you see they look from outside very like healthy complexion, healthy color of their face. So but the outside is deceiving, is deceptive. So I suggest that, well, I suggest that they are actually under the influence of the demonic anyway, okay? But say they are not, and they curse the subjects to rule over them, okay? Like Balak in the book of uh, in the book of Exodus in the Old Testament asked Balaam to curse Israel so he can defeat Israel. So, but these guys are even more perverted. Those Freemasons and stuff like that, they even more perverted. So what they do is they find a kid and they they groom him. They groom that person. So he is, he is raised seeing those old farts from Freemasonry as authority. All right? He is like intimidated by them. But they are not, but they are raising him not, it's probably usually from the person from orphanage or something like that. Or a person like whose parents are insane, okay? If they let the boy be groomed by those individuals. Okay, so what happens is they groom that person. They groom that person and then they actually kind of bring him up to a high spiritual state. It is most likely baptism of the person. They baptize the guy. The guy gets real spiritual infusion and from the Holy Spirit, and God raises him over some territory. So he is above a territory. All right? So he's like that boy, perhaps that little boy, his soul is lifted up above a territory. He's like a prince, all right? And now they violate the person. They violate the person, so his soul is an entry point to a territory, all right? That little black boy, his soul is an entry point to over a territory. Now they curse him, they humiliate him, they do awful stuff with to him, and this is the manner. Why humiliate? Why? What's the purpose? This is what demons demand. This is just a like reflection of what's happening in the spiritual or facilitation of what happens in to something happen in the spiritual, to penetrate the guy's soul, okay, to snatch his like soul into the demonic, all right, okay, to pump blood from him, okay, suck blood from him, for him to be a continuous donor of blood, that spiritual blood that the person gets from that life force that he gets from God, that when it descends into the body, it becomes available even for snatching. That's what they do, all right? And also, the guy gets cursed. So he had previously been lifted up, and then he gets humiliated. and he was lifted up above the territory. Now they curse the whole territory through him. All right, that's what happens. It's not all right, of course, but that's what happens. So this is what is depicted on that picture which I attached to that video. All right, that's why they do it. That's why they are evil. They are always adversaries of true Christianity, of true Christians. Like in the book of Daniel, those people fought Daniel. Those people tried to stop Daniel from praying. All right? So, those all farts on the picture are cannibalistic, blood-sucking, you know, and they need a pure soul, right? They need the Christian soul. So, like Christianity, if you cannot protect yourself and if you don't know how to rebuke Satan, you are a target being a Christian. You are a target after born again experience. That's why Jesus was approached by Satan. For the same reason, he was trying to do the same. He was trying to kind of reapprove his rule through a person who's just been lifted up above all. All right? And Christ rebuked him, and he and he refused to give him entrance. So Satan remained lower than Christ, and Christ remained uplifted above Satan and connected to God the Father. That's why when he died, his soul remained connected to God the Father, and since all humanity is one organism, we have access to Christ through his flesh as well, that was ripped when as a symbol in the Old Testament temple. Okay, so this is the explanation of the picture. All right, those are perverted people. They use souls of human beings. They groom them for cursing later, to control the territory, to have power over territory. That little boy, his soul is lifted above. Okay, so that's the demonic, satanic mode of operation. It's not only Freemasons, criminals do that. That's why they have also ritual of humiliating people, like, violating men's dignity, another man's dignity, all right? Or like witchcraft, all this perversion. This is all demanded by demons, because if the nature is not perverted, if it stays authentically oriented, demons cannot enter. All right, so that's it.